welcome to another edition of Fundy Motorsports Magazine. I'm producer Don Ferguson. We're going to be seeing some drag racing tonight as well as a pretty interesting event, the Bay Stomp. So just hang on right after this short message and we'll see some drag action. Welcome back to Fundy Motorsports Magazine. Glad you could come back. We're here at Pennfield International Drag Strip, the home of bracket racing in southern New Brunswick. We have competitors here from all over New Brunswick as well as plenty from down in our neighbor in Maine. So let's take a walk now down through the pits and see who's around. Welcome back. It's time now for the final runs in all of the classes. First thing we're going to be showing you is the buyback round. These are cars that have been run before and lost, but we're able to compete against now the other losers to come up with the also ran trophy, I guess you would call it. Looks like here we've got a dragster rail job up against a lost Mustang. Number 1519, that's Dick Stevens from Heartland, New Brunswick. And according to his bracket, you see he's much later getting away with his green light, but it looks like he has it. Yeah, he does. Dick Stevens wins this with his 355 Chevy Dragster. The time, 9.35 seconds. Next up here, we've got Pro number 240, a car called Oliver Sudden. That's Carl Crowley from Lemoyne, Maine. That's a 1973 240Z Datsun. And looks like this is a close race, but Carl Crowley goes across the finish line first. His time is 10.48 seconds. Next up is the rail finals. Now that Chevy on the other side doesn't look much like a rail, but he's just running to give him some competition. This is a bye run in the final. And James Cowie takes the win, 8.85 seconds, 148 miles per hour. The powder blue Mustang, 1970 to 351 cubic inch, that's Ron Dickinson from Lakefield, New Brunswick. He's up against Pro number 176. And approximately the same age Camaro. He has a 13-second dial. And they're staged. Approximately a second and a half in their bracket times, and Ron Dickinson pulls it off at the top end in a time of 11.34 seconds. And next up for the bragging rights, this is the event final. This is pits the top cars in the two fastest class against each other. In the near lane, looks like we've got the Lobo 3.5. That's that's James Cowie from Doketown. And in the far lane with the Datsun 240Z, called Oliver Sutton. That's Carl Crowley from Lemoyne, Maine. As you can see, there's always competition across the border in drag racing. In fact, the New England states are a real hotbed for drag racing. I hope we can see a little bit more of it going on around here. And the Datsun has a dial of 10.44. The index on the dragster is 8.9 seconds. That's about a second and a half lead he's going to have on him, and he's away. With a great reaction time, 0.578. Whereas James Cowie had a reaction time of 11.836 seconds. A big difference coming from the green light. And at the top end, it's Carl Crowley. That reaction time really took him out there. Here he comes now. And he's a happy man. That was a really excellent reaction time. His top end was 124 miles per hour. And as Carl's getting his trophy, I'd like to mention here now that the winner in the two-wheel class, driving a Suzuki GSXR 750, was Mark Belanger from Edmundston, New Brunswick. His elapsed time was 11.937 seconds, which he says was his worst time of the day. And now for the Fundy Motorsports Magazine calendar events. Want to see more drag racing? Winterport Dragway, Winterport, Maine, July 26, 1992. Stud drivers are going to be at Petty Raceway, July 25th, Saturday night at 7 p.m. Back at Pennfield Dragway, the Super Street Weekend happens July 25th. And the 4x4 are going to get it down dirty in the mug at Hammond River Raceway, Sunday afternoon, July 26th. Let's head upriver now, the beautiful St. John River to Grand Bay, the site of the annual Grand Bay Stomp. Let's drop in for a visit and see what's going on.
Had Indians, I guess, since probably, I got my first one when I was 17 years old, and I drove it for quite a long time, and I sold it. I relocated another one, and I guess since that I have quite a collection of Indians now.
You've always been interested in them?
Oh yes, it's in my blood, I guess.
Why?
I don't know why. Maybe it's because I had, my first bike was an Indian, that might be the reason why. I guess you have the people that likes the Harleys. Of course, I like Harleys too. I really do. I like the American bikes. I don't have anything wrong with the Jap bikes, but it's just something that I like.
It's a different thing.
That's right.
It's a different thing.
Yeah.
What years are these bikes?
This one's a 48, 1948.
This blue one?
The blue one's a 48, yes. I bought that bike as a basket case in Hull, Quebec, and I restored it, rebuilt the engine, and done it from everything. Like this. All the bolts was cadmium plated in Montreal. Chroming and cadmium plating is about the only two things I can't do. Some of the leather work I can't do, but as far as the painting, the polishing of the aluminum, machining of parts, I make a lot of my own parts for the Indians.
So it's a labor of love for you?
I guess so. A lot of time, a lot of evenings is spent on the bikes rebuilding them. Yes.
Yeah. Did you say now the seat, the saddle on this red one was done in New Mexico?
I had that saddle done in New Mexico, yes.
Why New Mexico?
Well, I guess that particular person does a fantastic job on doing the seats.
Yeah.
This one here was done in, the blue one was done in somewheres down in the United States. It wasn't done in New Mexico, but this one here was done in New Mexico. The saddlebags, me and a gentleman, friend of mine, he had the source of the leather and was able to cut the leather properly. Yeah. So I had original set of bags that was in bad shape, and he cut the leather out, and he had them taken to a leather place, and he'd sewed them. And I put the jewels in and the studs just exactly like the originals were, right, on the original.
So the whole point is that you're trying to keep them original as possible?
As much as I can, yeah. In 1948, you could order as much chrome as you wanted if you was willing to pay the price.
Yeah, from the factory?
Right from the factory, yes. Yeah.
And where were the Indians made?
Springfield, Massachusetts.
Massachusetts?
Yes.
And what year did they stop making them?
1953, they went out, they closed the factory down, and they got an order from the New York City Police Department in 55, because the New York City Police Department was a lover of Indians, so they had enough parts left over to build up 50 Indians, and from then on that was it.
So, Walter, are there any organizations concerning Indian motorcycles?
Yes, there is quite a few clubs. I belong to 3 clubs altogether, like United States and Canada. We have one in Canada, Laughing Indian Motorcycle Club. It's in British Columbia. And then I belong to 2 or 3 down in the States.
Yeah.
This bike here I drove to Springfield, Massachusetts in 1987.
Back to its home.
Back to its home, yeah. And they have a Indian Day there every the 12th of. I think it's the 3rd weekend in July, which will be next weekend, and I guess I have to miss it. But
Yeah.
I got the trophy for the longest distance driver on an Indian.
You did?
That particular year, yes, I did.
Must be a trophy you're proud of.
Yeah, I have the trophy home.
Yeah, I see. Yeah. Are there many people that love the Indian motorcycle as much as you?
Oh yes, I'm afraid so.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think anybody that has an Indian really thinks a lot of an Indian, yes. Yeah.
So was it a love or an affliction?
I don't know what to say on that. I guess probably a love for an Indian.
Yeah.
And my kids love some. My son has an Indian, and
Oh, is that right?
oh yes, yeah. I have quite a few, I guess.
Runs in the family, he's going to carry on the tradition.
I guess it will, yes, probably.
Good enough. Walter, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
We're speaking with Leanne Dow Campbell, the provincial director of the Children's Wish Foundation. Hi, Leanne.
Hi, welcome to the Grand Bay Stomp this year.
Well, thank you.
It's a fantastic event. The weather is certainly cooperating this year for us, and the bikers are starting to come in here today. It's going to be a super time. The group that I've been working with to put this event together for us is just a great group. I'm here selling Children's Wish Foundation t-shirts and hats and things today and helping them sell their Grand Bay Stomp. And
Yes, and how's that going?
oh, great. And the proceeds from the event will be coming to the Children's Wish, and they are hoping, they've guaranteed us $10,000 this year, and we're just ecstatic over that amount of money.
So you're having fun here at the event?
Oh yes, I'm having fun.
Will you be back?
I'll be back.
Yeah?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
All right, go! All right, come on, cheer them on, come on, you. Well, that looks like Nova Scotia took one. Well, maybe the woman didn't help on that team. She was the only one standing up at the end, though. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready? On your mark, get set, go! Well, Hampton didn't last too long, did they? Okay, now, okay, gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? On your mark, get set, go! Everybody have a good time. Party, party. again, party hardy. On your mark. Go! Go!
Come on, you got him! You got him! Keep going! Come on, girls! I keep you this side.
Come on, Hank. Get back on the end of that rope. He's going to have some rest.
David R. Kelvin, ticket number 429. Ticket number 213.
No, that would have been sick.
Ticket number 457. This ticket's worth $500. Ticket number 476.
Well, I wonder what the number is here.
I don't believe this. It's nobody I know. Ticket number 435. Lawrence Oliver. Are you here? Ticket number 435 is the winner of this motorcycle.